Tracking Tropical Storm Andrea, the storm hammering away as it crosses our state toward the coast of Georgia and the Carolinas.
We have live team coverage from across the state, and the 11 p.m. advisory is just in.
Storm Team 5 Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel here with details. Steve?
Yeah, the very latest is in. This storm continues to weaken. The winds now at 45 miles an hour. It made landfall earlier tonight and is now losing its energy source, the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Winds at 45, moving northeast at 50 in the forecast track, taking it almost paralleling the Georgia coastline, then the Carolina coastline. By later Friday, it's already up into the mid-Atlantic. Saturday, it's into the northeast, tracking across the Canadian Maritimes later Saturday, and then eventually into the North Atlantic. The hurricane graveyard on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. What a wild track here. Now, it won't stay tropical the entire time. It'll turn into more like a fall-like storm with more than likely cool fronts and warm fronts with it, and it won't have that warm core that makes it one of the reasons that it is a tropical system. Looks like the tropical storm warning has been discontinued for the west coast of Florida, but extends all the way up through the Carolinas around Cape Hatteras. Tropical storm conditions are possible right into Friday. There's another system that we're also watching. This is off in the Atlantic. Hurricane Center is giving it a 10% chance of developing the next few days. The latest computer models aren't very ambitious in stirring this up into a depression or a storm, but it's an area of disturbed weather that we'll have to watch closely. They pretty much just bring it in as a tropical wave with rain and some gusty winds into the Leeward Islands later in the weekend and early next week. As far as our weather closer to home, looking pretty good tonight. The dry air is really filtering in. You can see lots of dry air back to the west. The big storms now up over the Bahamas. Temperatures are in the 70s. It's still very, very humid. You walk outside, it's tropical. And a little bit of sunshine tomorrow morning, which I do expect, will help set off some big afternoon storms. We'll talk about that and the weekend forecast coming up.